So let's just start with how you got started playing the guitar. And did you start with classical guitar first, or another type, or anything like that?
Yes, actually I started directly with classical guitar. That was my first contact with this instrument. And the way it worked, I'm from Belgrade in Serbia, and the way it works there, kids start at very early age to play guitar. We have a very strong preschool type of musical activities that actually happen along with regular school. So you would have kids that go to school, normal elementary school, and then afternoon they would go to music school and take music classes. So that's how I started playing classical guitar. There was a teacher in my neighborhood. They had a small music department there, and I started taking classical guitar lessons. But later in my life I played, when I was a teenager, I had a so-called garage band, so I played a little bit of rock and jazz rock type of things. But my classical guitar was always my main field that I always kept as a main music experience, and then I've done other things for fun.
Yeah. Do you still do any of those other interests like rock or jazz or anything like that?
Listening, yes, I do listen to rock. I like that music. Jazz, a little bit that too, but blues and rock would be probably something that I would listen at my leisure time. If I'm not listening classical music, I would listen to that.
Gotcha. Can you talk a little bit more about the guitar world in Serbia? It sounds like the education is a little bit more intense than it is here. You know?
It's way more intense. The way it works, as I said, you have these music schools, and they are government-sponsored schools, so you wouldn't, parents would not actually have to pay for that. And the faculty there is a super faculty. All those people are with finished degrees, bachelor, masters, doctorate in music, and they would teach kids. So there are methods to actually, like Suzuki method. You have that here in the United States, in Serbia, and actually in Balkans. We also have very powerful methods, and especially for classical guitar. Because classical guitar is not something that was, it's actually new, relatively new, maybe started 40, 50 years ago. So there is not tradition like in Latin America having a classical guitar, nylon string guitar in the folk and popular music. But nevertheless, it's so popular nowadays that every other kid would like to play the guitar. So there's so many kids that want to learn guitar, and they all go to these music schools. And actually they have a lack of teachers. No matter how many teachers they produce there, they all get jobs at least teaching in these elementary music schools. And those are not just schools for instrument. Let's say you would not take only guitar lessons there. You would take solfeggio, sight reading, music theory, music history, playing in an ensemble. It's actually a full-fledged curriculum developed for kids. And of course that results in many kids continuing high school music school, and then after that some of them would continue and go to the music university. So it's not like here that you would be able to sign up for to be a music major at the university if previously you haven't had your degree in elementary music school, which is 6 years, and then if you have not graduated after that from the high music school, which is another 4 years. So by the time you apply to the university, you've had about 10 years of seriously studying music. So that's why I'm saying it's way more intense than it's here.
Yeah. Did you ever teach at any of those elementary or high school music schools? Or?
Yes, I have taught in both elementary music school. I taught classical guitar, and in high music school. And then right now I'm teaching at the university.